My name's Ewan. I specialise in Cumbrian holiday lets and have over 40 hours a week, as well as the experience of more than 30 properties to dedicate to an investor who wants to make a world-class portfolio and has more than £100,000. Do you know anybody like this?
Good afternoon, guys. I hope you're primed because today I'm going to be showing you what we would call a gold mine area. So, what is a gold mine area? A gold mine area is basically somewhere where your strategy and the sort of properties that you're looking for are coming up time and time and time again. These are the sorts of places where finding the deal is not a problem. It's simply finding the money that you've got to do now. So, first of all, why I'm comfortable sharing our gold mine areas and our strategies. First of all, I fully believe that givers gain. The more you give out into the world, the more it's going to come back to you. It might not always come back immediately. It might sometimes take a bit of time to come back, but good things come to those who wait. Next, when we're looking at these sorts of things and when we're investing in property, again, I just don't believe that there's any kind of secret recipe that you can never share, and therefore people start to encroach on your area and start selling in your territory, if that reference makes sense. You never really find that there's a problem, and there's more than enough of these to go around. I would say at the moment, maybe not in the future, but at the moment, what if you're finding yourself in the position where it's difficult to get these properties? I don't feel as if me sharing this information is now going to mean that we are going to be out in the street in a year's time because you've bought them all up. The chances are that I'm going to share with you some information and I'll share with you a few tips, and you'll think, oh, I didn't know that. And you know what? There's places, near me. We're up in the northwest, let's say that you're down south, and you're going to start thinking, you know what? There's places near me where I can apply some of these rules. We weren't ever going to be looking there. So I'm perfectly happy to share with you a few tips and a few ways that we go around finding these gold mine areas. First of all, a gold mine area, just going to share my screen here. A gold mine area has to be somewhere where people actually want to go on holiday. So if I just go back here 2 seconds, we're going to be looking at the Lake District. And Keswick is a very good place for us in the Lake District. I'm just on Rightmove here. And by the way, I'm going to be saying this with love. If you are not able to find properties, then you need to just look harder, essentially. Hopefully, again, like I said, you'll find a few tips in this video that help you out and make you think a different way. Because I do talk to a lot of people that look for, these big Sleep 16, 8 bedroom, 3 bathroom and a toilet, 4 bathroom, 2 lounge properties. Okay, they can't find them. What I want to do is help you out, but at the end of the day, you'll need to then go and do the research for yourself. If you're an investor, well, let me just, and you're watching this video, let me just say there are plenty of us going through on these. However, Meridian accommodation at the moment is storming through them. In the last 6 months, we've had 8 offers accepted. We already have one of those up and running in Keswick, and it is doing far better numbers than we ever anticipated. In fact, we originally just put it under my partner Sarah's name because we didn't think we need to be VAT registered for it. It looks like we are going to have to be VAT registered quite quickly. And if you don't know, VAT registered is when you're making 85 grand. We thought we'd be making under that. We're going to be making over 100 on this place. And it's not even a sleep 16. This is the best part about holiday lets. It's a sleep 12. So that was in Keswick. And Keswick is where we're going to be looking at. So I've popped Keswick in. We've put the search radius up to 10 miles. I'll show you why. Price range, I've put no minimum and no maximum. The way we are taught, and if you are a fellow Insight Education student, then you will probably often put 250 to 450 in here, and then occasionally go up to 600. I asked our mentor specifically on this, and he simply said, look, he would be in the deal if it was 10 million and it still met the 6Cs. It's just that's usually where you're looking at. But if you can find somewhere and it's going to make it's 10 million, but it's going to give you an 18% return on capital invested in that first year, you got to do it. You have to do it. By the way, if you do find someone like that, let me know. So we're going to be looking at price range, no minimum, no maximum. Number of bedrooms, minimum of 5. That's the maximum that you can do. Ideally, we'd probably be looking at 6. But you can still sometimes find something in 5. Again, I'll move on to that. We're looking for houses. We want to avoid flats and apartments.
land and commercial property and that sort of stuff, what you'll find quite often is that if you just say any rather than specifically going for houses, then, well, you don't want flats or apartments because your numbers are probably going to work very easily, because we're looking at holiday lets. Bungalows, I cannot imagine the price of a Sleep 16 bungalow. Land, what you'll usually get here is places that have planning permission accepted for, an amount of houses that have 8 bedrooms between them, which is not a holiday let. Commercial property, we're just not interested in that right now. To be honest, I've never actually clicked on them because I've just clicked on houses. Added to site anytime. And what you want to do is make sure that you've clicked include under offer, sold subject to contract, that sort of thing. Because if you can ring them up and just say, look, we know that this place is sold at subject to contract. However, if for some reason there's a break in the chain and it doesn't go through, we will be there and we will buy this property. And the reason that you could have that break in the chain is something like, let's say that someone has put their offer in on this place and it's subject to planning, and that planning is for them to build a huge, something onto the side of the house. That planning gets rejected. They say, well, no, I'm not in this anymore. Well, you can then come up and say, look, I will buy that. I'll have the money. So let's find ourselves some properties. It sorts it by highest price initially, so just go to lowest price. And first of all, we're shown a couple of places in Cockermouth. Now, I will just say, there's a kind of misconception that if you go to Cockermouth, if you start looking at Cleatormore, Egremont, Maryport, that you're not going to get very good holiday lets because they're not desirable areas. I don't think that's true. I would actually hesitate to go down the route of, just off the top of your head going, well, I wouldn't holiday there. Okay, granted, there are going to be a couple of places where you wouldn't holiday and no one else would holiday. However, you'd be surprised at the numbers that you can get back for places that you might immediately first think, I'm not going to go there. We are looking at Keswick and Cockermouth here, but if I were to be doing another video on this sort of thing, I would actually choose Blackpool. And the reason for that is if you actually go to Blackpool and look at holiday lets of this sort of size and send the numbers to Sykes or cottages, you would be very surprised at the sort of properties that at the sort of numbers that you get back. It's odd how often those places meet the 18% rule. I'm not saying just go and buy up all the property in Blackpool. Make sure that you have actually sent the numbers off and the way that you're planning on running it to Sykes or cottages before you go ahead and purchase. But I'm just saying, don't get bogged down in, I wouldn't buy that. However, looking at this first one, I wouldn't buy that. Not because it's an ugly property or something like that. That's actually a very, very nice property. Looks very picturesque. But I'm just looking at the size of it. I'm looking at that 5-bedroom number and 3-bathroom number. It's terraced as well. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with this. The reason I've put it down at 5-bed is I know that we're looking for 8 bedrooms, and I haven't just scrolled until the point that we're hitting 8 beds, because if you sometimes go onto the floor plans of these properties, you can actually start divvying it up and saying, you know what, it's 169 grand. If I were to do this amount of refurb and I could put in a bathroom here or something like that, you might still be able to get the property for somewhere like 350k, which, is doubling the price because you're doing a lot of work on the property. But if you're able to split some giant rooms, let's say these 5 bedrooms are actually enormous. If you're actually able to split one of those in half and create 6, maybe a 7th, or maybe there's a conservatory or something like that you could feasibly make into somewhere that people can sleep and get yourself up to 8. Okay, it takes a bit of work, but then if you send the numbers off and they come back and you're making the 18%, okay, you've doubled your price, but you're still making 18% on that doubled price of 350k. You'd still do that. What is important is that you are getting 18% return on capital invested, either in the first year or after the second year once you've refinanced, on your investment, on that capital invested. Okay, capital invested does include the money that you put in to refurbishing the property. You'll need to get planning permission and that kind of thing. But if for some reason there was a way to make this 5-bed into an 8, you'd take it and still get that 18%. Like I said, you'd take it. So I don't think that 5-bed is going to be made into an 8-bed. Just looking at the size of the property here, it's terraced, so it's one of these.
I don't believe this is going to happen in that Cockermouth one. Um, Similar story with that second one. I'm going to take a look at this one though, Colgarth Avenue in Cockermouth. Just you can look through these images and you can start to get an idea of what sort of space you might have to play. They haven't put up floor plans here as far as I can tell. Yeah, no floor plan. It's a freehold. It's got 2 bathrooms. So you'd be looking at putting in at least another 2 bedrooms in here and a bathroom. I mean this place has got enormous kitchen space. You need kitchen space for about 4 people to be in there at once. Anyways, let's have a look. I would hesitate to go for this one and try and convert it, if I'm honest. I don't think that there is space in these bedrooms to make it into 8 bedrooms from the 5. But that's fine. Let's continue. So this one is a townhouse. So this might, I'm just looking at that now, and it actually already says a 4-bedroom townhouse. I might come back to that, but I don't think so. This is a little bit out of the way. Just looking at that, I think that probably falls into the category of what I was saying about 8-bed bungalows. I'm not too sure about the sort of space that we could get on here. But let's just have a look. Let's for the sake of argument, look, we could sitting room, dining room, kitchen / breakfast room. So that garage, I think that if you were very willing, you could maybe have a look at turning that into a bedroom space. That dining room is probably not going to seat 16 people at the moment. So, yeah, I mean, you'd have to get a surveyor in, so don't quote me on this, but if there was some way that you could knock that through and just make this space enough for that many people, you might have a shout. I think with this one, you'd be squeezing people in to a sleeps 14. I'm just looking at these bedrooms. Okay, you could maybe, okay, actually. So I appreciate that this video is a little bit long form and it's not exactly scripted, but this is the sort of process we'd like to go through. We take out these bunk beds and everything would be made into zip and links. Let's see, there's one bathroom downstairs. That's not looking great, if I'm honest. You would ideally have, let's just see. So this bedroom, I think if you had zip and link doubles in all these, and then you had another zip and link double in here and another zip and link double in the garage, you might be able to find a way of putting another bathroom in here. Maybe okay. So the stairs come down here. What you might want to do is put a corridor along here. Then again, I'm having difficulty on this one, if I'm honest. You could maybe find a way of turning this into a sleeps 14. I will say that. 16. Anyways, let's move back on to the listing. High Hill, Keswick, Cumbria, character property. This could be quite promising. Let's have a little look. So, first of all, this place is beautiful. A character property. Let's see. So it's currently run as a B&B. So this is what we are looking for. B&Bs. B&Bs are excellent. Why is this? Well, because for one thing, Keswick is a gold mine area because it's full of B&Bs, and therefore it's full of a lot of people who are realizing that either B&Bs are not what they'd hoped it'd be, or they're realizing that they have spent a lot of their life in a B&B and they're actually not that happy with it. Kind of happened in COVID, actually. Let's have a quick story about this. So what has happened is that a lot of people have been working corporate jobs and they get into their 40s and their 50s and they think, what are we doing? Who are we working for here? And they'll think to themselves, do you remember that holiday that we had by the sea or in the lakes. That B&B that we stayed in. I say, yeah, God, I remember it. And they'll think about it, and eventually they'll just say, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Let's go and get into a B&B. Now, what happens? They are up at 6 in the morning. They're waiting for guests until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. They are either making food or they're going out and getting food. They're catering for, loads and loads of people. That, the more people they want in their property to make money, the more people they're catering for and cleaning up after. Eventually, these people, when the pandemic came and no one was able to come to their properties, at first they were probably panicking and thinking, crap, how are we going to make the money? And then they kind of thought, wait, why are we doing this again? This isn't any less stressful than jobs we were working. This isn't, making us any more money than the jobs we were working. And they've decided to sell. Now, this is the case for rather a lot of B&B owners. It's not been the case for one or two of the people that we bought B&Bs off, but I will say it seems to be a little bit of a theme. And I actually have quite a few other friends as well who have ran B&Bs in Keswick too, and their opinion is kind of similar. They're kind of looking to sell. Anyways, let's keep on looking. Maybe that's not the case for this property. Anyways, bedrooms 6, bathrooms 4. That's a good start. Superb lifestyle opportunity in the heart of Keswick Town Centre. Okay. 6-bedroom period home. That's a good start. Private off-road parking for 3 vehicles. Hallelujah. That is excellent. You want off-road parking. If you ideally want to be able to have 4 vehicles, 3 vehicles. If there's a way that you can work out something with the town council, that's usually quite useful as well, just to make it 4. 3 guest double bedrooms, en suites, 3 double bedrooms, owners accommodation, and family bathroom. This could be quite promising. Let's have a little look at the floor plan here. So, bedroom. Okay, again, zip and link, zip and link, zip and link. Make those all zip and links, please. Again, zip and links. You want to have as many zip and links as possible. And then as we're going down here, it's actually a really, really lovely property. You could probably take this large, if that's not built into the wall, you'd take that out and make it into a double. This one here as well, make that into a double. This one here as well. You'd probably, again, zip and link. So that's the way that we'd go with that. This is a lovely, lovely outdoor seating area as well. So floor plan 1, this could be quite promising, because if we can get, we've got 6 bedrooms, and if we can just get another 1 or 2, we can maybe be considering a new property here. So we've got bedroom with ensuite, bedroom with ensuite, bedroom with ensuite. Perfect. And then you've got your kitchen down here, another bathroom there, so that's perfect. And then all your bedrooms here. So you'd probably want to have a look at going through this wall. Let's just have a look though. This is one that I'd want to look around. There's a possibility of making a bit more use of the space here, because it's a bit of this has definitely been used as a B&B, because you can see that someone would have worked away in here and then come out through here, served in here. I would probably say that you'd want to change this into another bedroom if you could, and move the kitchen elsewhere. That might be a bit of a big ask. But I don't think that you'd go too wrong. Anyways, let's move on. You can say, I know that I haven't actually come up with one that I've said, yeah, 100% buy it yet, he says, and he comes across this nice one, Cranford House. Anyways, let's move on a little bit more, because that's one that we're already buying. I know that there's not one that I've come across quite yet that I've said, yeah, 100% buy that. But what we're doing is we're going through here, and the point is that I'm showing you this is where you find lots and lots and lots of B&Bs for sale. And it would be a case of going around and having a look and seeing if you might be able to make one of those extra rooms into a new bedroom. I'm not going to make this video just incredibly, incredibly long just for the sake of it, essentially. I think we'll wrap up after another one. Let's see. I did quite like the look of one up there. That's another one that we're buying, so I won't have a look at that. I've already seen it. Um, this looks very interesting. It's absolutely beautiful. Holiday Let Our Guest House. I know what we're talking about. Okay. So, if there's anything that you get from this video, is that this might be worth a look. Quite simply, the floor plan's here. So it does say a 7-bed. It's not the clearest things in the world. But look, you've got a dining and dining and a breakfast room. You've got an office, owner's living room. So look, you got here you go. Here is where you'd make your 8th bedroom, essentially, the owner's living room. You're not going to, if your guests have their own lounge / living room and their own breakfast room, you're not going to need a living room for the owners anymore. So there you go. Here's a new bedroom for you. If we look through here, then we've got the bedrooms through here as well. Owner's bathroom. Well, you just make this into a guest bedroom, a bathroom and a shower room as well. You've got lots and lots of en suites. And each one of these bedrooms is definitely big enough. This would be a luxury holiday for sure. And then we're going up into these other bedrooms, the landing. Right, just on the face of it, guys, this one is very, very attractive. I'd probably just have a look at basically making this into bedroom number 8 because you're not going to need to stay there anymore. But then you've got this kitchen. Or even you can make bedroom number 8 in the dining / breakfast room, have the owner's living room, the new dining / breakfast room, because now that's right next to the kitchen and the utility. And just keep the guest lounge as the guest lounge. Let's have a look at this place too. Look at that. That's beautiful. It's very, very obvious when people take a lot of pride in their properties. This sort of thing's like buying a car. You can have a look at it, and if someone's taken pride in it, you can always see it, and it's always worth paying the extra. They've got virtual tours. Very good. That is a beautiful lounge as well. Just off the top of my head, I'm not sure which rooms I was specifically looking at there, but these are so cozy that I wouldn't mind any of them being a bedroom. If it's not going to be used by the owners anymore. Lovely, lovely kitchen there. Utility looked very, very nice as well. Yeah, we don't need to go that much further through these. Just one thing. It's got 7 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms because they're mostly en suites. You might think to yourself, an ensuite for every room. What a luxury. That's not actually as much of a deal maker as you might think it would be. What's a great deal maker is a hot tub. En suites are obviously very popular with luxury B&Bs. This place obviously is. God, that place is gorgeous, actually. I kind of want that as just a house. Anyways, en suites are not as much of a maker as something like a hot tub, and it can also be a lot of extra work. Now, when it's in a B&B like this, you'd expect that a luxury B&B like this would have those en suites. Do just keep in mind this is going to be quite a lot of work for your cleaners. But look, this is a beautiful property. It fits all our rules. What we'll have to do is take this number, have a little look. I don't think there's going to be any refurbishment or furnishing to do, but do check that out before you go. However, if you were to put this up, I'm sure that you would get some absolutely astounding numbers. Anyways, I hope that this has given you a little bit of a insight into what we do here at Meridian Accommodation. And just for any other property investors out there who are watching this video, I'm not trying to rub this in your face that we've got this gold mine in Keswick. What I was trying to do in this is essentially show you that you can look around and don't stick to the price really, really rigidly, because if this comes back as an 18% return on capital invested, then, we're going to go for it. Also, just think of what you can do with particular bedrooms, because I know that there are certainly some people out there who might have looked at that 7 bedrooms and gone, oh, so close. Oh, well,
but they just didn't take the time to look at the fact that there's an owner's lounge in there that is not going to be used anymore when it's a holiday let. Anyways, guys, I would love, love, love if you are interested in investing with Meridian Accommodation. If you're interested in investing with us, I would love it if you could drop us a line. You can either email us, and I will leave the details at the end of the video here, or you can give us a call as well. Definitely, these are the sorts of properties we buy. Your money will be safe and secure with us. Why? Because these properties make astounding returns, absolutely astounding returns, and you can see why, because they're absolutely so beautiful. A lot of these houses are sometimes places that someone might not even be able to dream of owning themselves, and that's why we are able to provide them such amazing holidays that they're willing to pay rather a lot of money for, because they're unforgettable. They can be lifetime holidays. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about that, just have a look at my video up here on the 6Cs, and that includes the audience that we're looking for. Anyways, I'm going to wrap that up there, and just get out there, have a look at some goldmine areas near you. If it's the Peak District, if it's the Cotswolds, if it's Cornwall, just start looking around, find the deals, find the money, and take consistent action. Take care, guys.